Hello there, I'm Tim and he's John and this is How to Murder Time, a video!
We're playing a classic game today.
Ah, look at this. This brings it all back.
Yes. This is Dungeon Keeper 2.
Dungeon Keeper 2.
Now, I chose Dungeon Keeper 2 because...
he's
talking.
The Bile. Acquaint yourself with him.
Oh, yeah,
a slovenly beast,
Maces on
whose
the
girth
horse.
impedes, but size and stubbornness bear him fruit in battle when it's needed.
Yes,
A new species of creature
Shut up.
your dungeon.
I think we should ignore him talking
All right.
and just talk over him. Yes, now I chose Dungeon Keeper 2 because in an effort to completely ruin my opinion of this game originally, I now think that it's better than Dungeon Keeper 1.
I think it's one of those not so. Yeah, I don't know. In computer gaming, generally sequels often are better than the originals. I mean, certainly films it goes the other way. But
a lot of the reviews at the time said it was dumbed down.
was it dumbed down? I don't know. I think it seemed functionally equivalent to the first game. I'm having trouble sort of thinking back and remembering any substantive differences between the two. Yeah. We've got full 3D here with actual 3D models in 2, whereas pretty much all the little things you see scampering around in that dungeon there were sprites, 2D sprites that just reoriented in the first game. And the possession thing. The possession was there in the first game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, but not quite as cool as
it wasn't as good as in here, no.
Right, okay. For those who don't know, this is a game about, and of course it's one of the ones with hardly any building, this is a game about building your little dungeon. So what we have here is a bunch of rooms, and we dig out rooms. So if we were to expand this room, like so, our little imps. Can we make more?
Have we got any imps? Check.
Make some more imps.
There we go.
We'll come along and
there they go.
Dig out a chunk of this map.
Smashing up that wall and then digging out the rock up behind.
And then in the end, I will replace it with a building. What do we need?
I can't remember what we've got there.
We need a training room.
We've got the treasury already, have we? Somewhere? And
yeah. I'm going to make it into a...
You cannot afford to build this.
Okay.
Oh, okay. We need some gold.
Right. So to make rooms...
to make rooms, we need gold.
You have to pay for it with gold, yeah. Where's your nearest gold seam?
I don't know. I can't see any gold.
Must be some. Maybe it thinks you've got enough stuff already. This is we joined the game. We joined the campaign sort of midway through. So
yes.
Already, we should have learned how to do stuff. Just start hollowing out squares and so on.
Yeah. So
eventually you'll find some. There's a certain fog of war effect to the whole thing. We don't know what's in the rock all around us. Impenetrable rock there.
Yep, we don't like impenetrable. Oh, that looks like a thing.
There we go.
Yeah, impenetrable rock is really annoying.
I see you tend to go for a rather open plan dungeon effect there then.
Well, this is going to be my training room.
Right.
So it needs to be big. But I'm curious as to what's through here.
Okay, so the imps are following the path through the rock there.
Yep.
I hope you don't accidentally dig through into the enemy's training room.
I'm assuming all of the enemies... Well, if I do, then I'll have a training room. Because that's how it works.
Have you got a torture chamber?
Not yet.
That's quite important. So you basically need to dig a load of gold up and store it in a treasury. You've got a room full of chickens there, which is food, and with enough... And then there's the lair room.
And here's the workshop where you make stuff.
So with enough room in the lair and food and gold and so on, monsters start appearing through the portal. Whereabouts is the portal? Is that in the middle?
Portal.
There it is. No, down a bit.
There's the portal.
Monsters start appearing through there and joining your ranks. You can then train them up using said training room and send them to go and attack the enemy. And the enemy sometimes other dungeon keepers with similar monsters to yourself. Sometimes the enemy is the forces of good, paladins and such like, clerics and warriors. And
I don't believe in
elves.
the forces of good.
Yeah. I think this is one of those ones where we have to attack and either subjugate or just murder the people in these watchtowers.
They're all level 1s, which is fine. But I would like some gold. Ah, there's
gold. There it is.
Found the
gold. Hooray.
Right, so...
Always believe in your soul. Go for it, yes. Dig, dig, dig. Oh, gems.
Gems.
The gems is an infinite source of money, isn't it? That block never goes away. They can just keep digging.
So at the moment we are sorted. So that deals with our cash reserve issues.
Okay, so
we've got a little room in here.
Undiggable rocks around there.
There's be hidden stuff in the map as well. There's hidden.
That's what I always liked about these games. Yeah, you dig off down into the wherever these extra bits go down the sides of the dirt. And there'll often be little channels out through the rocks that lead to hidden rooms full of bonuses and so on. Bit of exploration gameplay to it.
Yeah, I won't set too much to dig because it has the a nasty habit of never getting done.
Well, its internal prioritisation's a bit quirky, but you can pick imps up and drop them in places where you want them to do a thing, so they will get on with the things there.
Right, now I've got money. The training room is very important.
Yeah, this will increase the level of our monsters. They work away at the stuff. You can pick monsters up and drop them in there to make them train. They'll generally get on and just do that on their own. Anyway.
Yeah, because a lot of them have nothing else to do.
Mm.
And this room I'm going to turn into...
what we got on the bottom there?
Bookcases.
Library. That's where your more magical type of minions go to research spells.
Library is very useful.
The types of rooms you have available determine what comes out of the portal as well, so if you don't have any library you won't get warlocks and so on.
All my spells are unlocked, which is good.
Yeah.
I'm curious as to where this is going.
It's just going off into the distance. Could be anywhere. Bear in mind that, as well as exploring, you're sort of weakening your dungeon by providing massive unguarded entrances in all directions.
Everyone's a critic.
You can build doors, though, that lock only for your monsters and so on. A hero gate.
Don't like hero gates.
Yeah, that's where the forces of good appear in the place and start wrecking things from. So it's essentially a city builder format. It's sort of like SimCity, but with a fantastic sense of humour, and it's one of the first games I can remember where you get to really play evil properly and have a good old go at it. I mean, certainly early God games like Populous and stuff often allowed you to play as the red team instead of the blue team. Functionally would be identical, whereas this is a real homage to evil, but it still manages to keep a sense of humour, which I think is absolutely essential if you're going to try and explore evil as a playable choice.
We got our first wizard.
There he is.
Warlock.
Makes himself a pointy chair in the lair.
Yeah, everyone has to live in the lair, and if they die, they will get carried back to the lair, if it's possible.
The imps try and run in and grab the bodies and bring them back.
Oh, look at that money coming in.
Treasure room. And it's right next to the gems, which is convenient.
Dig that out to us behind it.
Does seem like a bit of a security issue, a bit of vulnerability there.
Yeah, I don't worry about security issues.
So in the middle, you've got your dungeon heart, which is the centre of your lair. You're just going to find it there. There we go. That sort of pulsing thing.
The bad guys will come and attack that.
That is essentially you. If that room gets attacked and sacked, it's game over. So you have to keep it protected with doors, like you can see there, or not protected with big, wide open corridors with no security whatsoever. Although anyone coming in through there has to come through the training room to get at you, which is more training.
Yes, so. It's interactive training.
Excellent.
Now, one of the interesting things, of course, is once you've dug away, you can't really replace it.
There's no way to put rocks back now.
Which means that all this digging is very specifically a risk.
Yeah, you're sort of balancing the need to expand your facilities and improve them with the need to keep a reasonably secure perimeter to stop the enemy getting in. So that's a torture chamber going in there. You can, I don't know if you have to set a thing somewhere, but basically fallen enemies will get dragged into there and they'll be tortured.
Good point.
Where they get turned into troops on your side. Or they die and become ghosts who are also on your side. So it's pretty much bad luck either way for them.
Let's have a prison.
Prison. Yeah.
You cannot afford
prison as well.
Prison's cool because they get dragged off to prison, and
they don't get dragged straight to the torture chamber. No, you do need the prison.
And if they die in prison, then they get turned into a skeleton. Yeah. Who are immune to fear because skeletons know no better.
So you got all your spells as well, which allows you a bit of direct agency on the fight, but largely it is about sort of picking the minions up, dropping them near the enemy, and hoping that they're strong enough and intelligent enough to sort things out.
This room.
Right. Okay. We need to start thinking about attacking, and we're going to be attacking.
That looks like an avenue.
So we're going to dig those two out. Mm-hmm. It's going to go straight to our prison, but that's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Now I can build the prison.
I mean, what's your forces looking like? There's a tab somewhere.
There is. If I click on that, we can see we've got 1 warlock, 4 trolls, 1 mistress, and 4 bile demons.
Has become unhappy because it has no
hefty
food.
force.
And the bile demon wants
You
more
have
food.
10 minutes remaining.
Okay.
It's a time level.
Oh, what? Where?
It's a time level.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah, there's a big clock above the minimap. Should have spotted that earlier. Okay, so you've got 10 minutes to get this done one way or another.
All right, okay, we're going to build a bridge there.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going.
Bridges are really useful for attacking.
Then
as
we're
well,
going to pick up all of our people,
effectively home territory. That
and
you
we're
can place.
going to tell them to cut that down.
You're going straight through. I'd have gone round, to be honest.
Well,
I'm quite cautious though. Yeah.
No risk, no.
Right, there goes
gain.
the imp. So the imps. Oh no, the imps are going to try and stoneclad the entire space around there now. Look at him go.
Yeah.
Where's he off to? Yeah, he's found some unclaimed territory. He's going to try and convert, and he's going to get.
Come on.
Yeah, he's gone straight into the.
Imps are stupid. We can recreate imps with magic. We don't mind.
Imps are fairly expendable. Yeah, they're all going in to try and steal the territory of the room in the middle, which is going to get them killed.
Well, they can't do that until we get through this. I'm not entirely sure where they're.
Maybe the pathing's gone a bit weird. Never mind, we've got 3 imps working on that wall. The strength of the stonework on the wall determines how long it takes for the imps to do their thing. And there's various magics and things you can do to make. You can slap the imps to make them work faster too if you're particularly sadistic.
Yes, but I got a handful.
You've got a handful of monsters. Yeah. Right, drop, go. Right,
attack!
They're stunned initially, and then up they get. And hey, we're off. Okay. There we go. Immediately knock that guy unconscious. He'll get picked up by an imp and dragged to the prison. Which is there.
I should make my prison a bit bigger.
Yeah, typically you need like 4 tiles generally. Oh, that seems alright.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
Okay, there we go. So a lot of the
And
a lot of your people have taken quite a battering actually.
they have. That's fine.
They'll go back to their layers and heal and eat more food and stuff. You'll need to sort of time your assaults with their current state of health and so on. Meanwhile, you can see the imps there flipping the colour of the flagstones there from white to red. Poof, there it goes.
Make some more imps.
Right, now they're going to try and capture this, what is that, a guard room? Guard post? Something like
Yes, guard room. Which would be good because it means we'll get elves.
Okay, and also monsters you drop in the guard room will stay there and keep patrolling rather than just wandering around doing their own thing. And I think they go away and get food and stuff, but they do come back. So.
Okay, so we've taken the middle one.
Yep. So you got 7 minutes 34 to crack on. Oh, is that a cannon?
Those are cannons.
Wow. I don't even remember those from the last time I played this.
Taken over
And we've got some quite strong doors on that one as well. So. Oh, yeah. You're going to try and build a lengthy tunnel across.
Possibly.
I think it will go through. There's a gap there. No, go north. Go up. Oh, never mind.
You can't go north.
No. Oh. I'm sure you know best.
Of course I know best.
Yes.
I know exactly what I'm doing.
Qualified civil engineer.
Yeah, I am, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I studied it.
It's a load-bearing structure.
Or we could just build.
Is there some spell that is essentially a flag that they'll all go and run towards? So that might be a way to do things. Poof. Yeah, the bridge is a really quick and easy way to advance your territory without leaving vulnerable imps in the way, although there's 2 cannons there that are going to absolutely wail on your people. Oh.
I spread like all over.
Yeah, okay. So the wooden bridge will... So you could drop your people
A new
right next to those
species
cannons
of
if you like,
creature
but
has entered your
not
dungeon.
sure about their chances.
What species? Oh, it's probably an elf. Yes, I got my elf.
You got an
Who are
elf?
basically sharpshooters.
Okay. Of course, what you could do is train up someone and then possess them.
We could do.
That might be the way, and then use the rest of it as fodder.
But
The possession was stupidly powerful in this game, as I remember. Particularly the mistress, I think, because when they get to about 6 or 8 or so, they get a massive speed buff, which just means that you can just tear around the dungeon.
We're going to try this.
Oh, the humanity! Look at it, or the monstrosity, or whatever. Are we actually making headway though? Is it getting some of it? Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah, I think. This could go either way.
Well, we're going to build these out a bit.
Keep adding bridges.
Because
stone bridge, right.
A creature has died in your
Some
prison.
cover somewhere to
And
I
has
think
risen
they've
as a
killed one.
skeleton.
Yeah, they got them both. Oh, they've done the job. See, Zerg tactics for the win. So the door needs beating down as well. But that's something that your people can take time doing.
Now, the reason why I built those was if people die over water, they can't be saved
Okay.
or reclaimed.
Right.
So I've got
Smart move.
Skellington now.
Yep.
So I'm going to take the Skellington
That's what happens when you leave a prisoner to die and don't torture him in
and
time.
I'm going to put him there. And what he will do is he will realise that he should destroy that door.
Yeah, you got a troll there still waving on the door as well.
Yeah.
That's
A biodemon has become
Everyone
unhappy
else has
because it has
decided
no
to just
food.
shamble back to their beds.
You have 5
Showing a
minutes.
distinct lack of
5
commitment,
minutes.
frankly. 5 minutes, one more thing to do. Yeah, you need to. Oh yeah, carry on up here. Probably you need more imps. Have you maxed out the imp quota?
I
think there is an upper limit to the number you can do, and they cost more each time you
Yeah.
want to summon one. But even so, it's still worth having as many. It's like any of these buildy, constructy type games. You can never have too many engineers or
No.
whatever the unit that does the improvements is.
Now, I happen to think that this is perhaps Molyneux's best game.
It is. It's Bullfrog. It's Peter Molyneux. The second game was Bullfrog as well. Was it?
Yes, although
Did it all start to go a bit EA. at that
it
point?
was as Molyneux was leaving, I think. So it maybe has less of his.
But the game is almost unchanged in essential format from the first game. So this is essentially a refinement, improvement, much better engine. The UI's been thought of and
You
been a
have
bit
4
better. And,
minutes remaining.
yeah,
4
less
minutes.
sprites. You can do it.
Panic! Die!
Right, so pick that up.
I don't
You've
want to.
taken
pick up
over
the
an
prisoner.
enemy guard.
Do we want to put him in?
Put it in the torture chamber. Because they keep their original class then if they break in the torture
Oh,
chamber.
yeah, good point.
Otherwise you just end up
Yes.
with skeletons. And if they die in the torture chamber, I think they become ghosts.
Right, he can be tortured. We won't hang around there because
There's a lot of human rights abuses going
the
on.
torture
this show.
chamber makes noises.
Oh, okay.
A
Combat.
demon has become unhappy because it hasn't been
He's
paid.
bringing
Boink.
Oh, okay. You're going to need to bring in some. I never bother with the banner. I always pick them up and drop them because they just never get to the banner quicker. The banner's useful if you want them to attack somewhere that isn't in your territory because you can only drop them on your stuff.
Yeah.
You
So
have
your red
successfully
flagstones or your
interrogated an
bridges. If
enemy
you want them to
creature
actually
in
go
the
and assault
torture
somewhere where you
chamber.
don't have any territorial control, you need to
Map
use the flag.
information has been
they go.
divulged
I got
by
map
the system
info.
in
I
the
don't like
torture
map.
chamber.
Okay.
Your treasury is too small.
We find anything cool?
Treasury too small.
Too much money.
You have
that's
3
that's a
minutes
terrible
remaining.
3
problem to have.
minutes. Do not panic.
You just shoving a treasury there?
Yeah.
That's so slapdash. A place for everything and everything in its place. Yeah, and see the problem here is the imps can't claim that territory there because they keep getting chased off by the white. What is that? Some sort of warrior, man at arms type thing, fighter. Every time they try and claim that bare earth to the north, they get
And I'm going to
chased away.
have it because
for when the monster-based gameplay is going too slow for you. Yeah.
yes.
Just start zapping them yourself.
And we build a bridge
There we
there.
go. Right, the imps should now be able to get across and claim those.
And we
smash the door open.
grab everyone so they're in our hands.
2 minutes 20. I suspect this is only the first of several objectives for this level.
Quite possibly. It being an older game, it doesn't skimp on that kind of thing.
Presumably there's another dungeon heart somewhere that you have to go and assault on the opposite
You have
side
2
of this length
2
of
minutes.
river. I think the intro blurb was saying stuff about there being another keeper involved, so...
That's probably quicker.
Is it quicker? Nope.
Kill!
Okay, in they go. You need to move your flag up probably if you're doing it that way. Should get them all interested.
Yeah. Flag!
Off they go. Meanwhile, the imps are going converting all the walls.
Yes, because imps are good at that.
Yeah.
They know what to do.
They're not great fighters.
And as you can see, we have little health things. They call them flowers, don't they?
Yes, with the little petals around each one.
Yeah.
There we go, a bit of zoom.
Everyone's happy and wants money because they've been paid recently.
They're unhappy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
because you're working them too hard, not paying them enough. I think you're going to end up with union issues if you
yes.
sort something out. Their happiness can be improved by, the cash, obviously. I mean, there's various reasons they can be unhappy. Specific monsters require specific rooms to go and spend their spare time in. The warlocks like being in the library, even if you've got no spells to research. They just go there and that's something they like to do. Oh, the casino! Yes!
That'll make them happy.
They love a casino.
So you could set this
The
between
slider, yeah.
making people happy or making money off them.
Basically, that's how badly you're going to cheat your own minions in the casino you've provided for them. Best to leave that on full happiness generally. It doesn't tend to earn you a lot of money, I don't think. They're much better off just finding gold and stuff.
Right, we need to clear this.
Smash that door. 30 seconds. Not quite sure. Oh, you still got one left. Oh, that's going to be close.
Too close.
Oh, through the door. Kill. 23 seconds.
It's running away.
Wow. Warlock's not messing around.
Come. Oh,
Taken over an enemy
15
guard.
seconds.
we don't want to do it. We're going to fail because he's running away.
Coward.
8 seconds.
See, if you'd have You should have possessed some stuff. You can now the possession's good because it means that the monsters can go wherever you tell them, basically.
The knight and his companions sally forth towards this land.
What happened? Have we failed?
The knight's coming.
Oh, that's okay. It's not game over. That was just the countdown till the goodly forces arrive. Oh, that's fine.
So we cancel that. Let everyone go back.
Well, they're coming in that end. Are they coming in the other end as well, or is it just
Probably.
frantically building doors? Yeah, because the forces of good do tend to go for the throat a bit. They will just zerg towards your dungeon heart and kill anything along the way. So a few doors will slow them down. The door obviously can't fight back, but it takes some time to bash through.
And we put everyone here so they can sort out their immediate needs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where's the treasury? Is that way over there? No, that one's all right.
That one's fine. So it's just these guys up here we have to worry about. Okay.
Yeah, and they got quite a.
They got a bit of
Quite
a
a stroll.
track,
Yeah.
but they're all higher level than us. And
Yeah, were they 4s?
4s, and he's a 5.
Yeah,
A
and he's got a
creature has
big,
died
big
in your
star
prison
around him as
and
well.
has
So
risen
he's
as a
obviously powered or
skeleton.
something. Let's hope you've got enough rabble and enough
Imprisoning
highly
the
trained
off.
rabble
Imprisoning on.
to deal with the problem.
Imprisoning
Torture.
off.
I've clicked to prison too many times. No, I'm fine.
I think if you just slap them to death
Imprisoning
while they're in the
on.
prison, they will quickly become skeletons. Right click to slap, I think. Okay, and they're just going to be
You have successfully
inconvenienced severely
interrogated
until
an
they
enemy
decide to join
creature
your
in the
forces.
torture chamber.
Or die in the attempt.
Yes.
Map information
I don't want map
has been
info.
divulged by the victim in the torture chamber.
Lots of status updates.
Bye bye, Ian.
That imp's. Oh, he was one of your high level imps too, I think. Yeah. I mean, I don't think you've got enough oomph to be able to. I don't know. Is the green number on the top left your mana, isn't it?
Yes.
So you should just. You've got enough stuff left to just electrocute it. Oh no, electrocution is really costly mana-wise. Right.
Yeah, but I've taken him down quite a lot.
Okay. Those doors are never going to get built in time.
No, they're definitely not, especially as I'm about to do this.
Yeah, I think it's
Your
time to send in
creatures are
heavies.
unable to get to a lair.
If they don't find something to do when you drop them, they will just start shambling back to whatever they were
Yeah.
before. So.
Now, we only have to kill him. We don't have to kill the others. So, we might be in luck here. We may be able to win this.
More lightning! Kill! Yeah.
Oh.
Yay!
And that is...
There you go.
You know,
Oh, here comes Horny.
we like
the
Horny.
Horn Demon, who traditionally turns up at the end of each level to steal the portal gem thing.
I've nearly unlocked enough to be able to summon him at will.
Yeah, he actually becomes playable at one of the in the higher levels, as it were.
You have to find enough boxes. Anyway.
Stop.
It would have been great if I
Flaming
built
hoof
those
prints.
doors.
Tim Curry, look there.
Those doors would have been fantastic.
It's good to have plans for the future.
They would really have helped.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unnecessary as it turns out. There we go.
He wants a gem.
Oh, there's some surviving warrior type there.
Ignore the
There he is.
surviving warrior type. He's about to die. Yay. We won.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting to win that.
No. I thought that clock was curtain to you, but there you go. You managed to haul it from the fire, as it were.
Yeah, well, you know how much we love timed missions.
Yeah.
Now, we
The
should probably...
spike trap
Ooh,
bristles
we've unlocked new
with
things.
hidden
We've got a new
skews.
trap. That would have been useful.
You can put traps, yeah.
Yeah,
You manufacture them in the workshop with the trolls, and then the imps move them to the place you tell them to and set it up.
The
They go
problem
off and
I
set
find
things.
is that the trolls never get around to making anything because they're too busy doing other stuff.
Well, they're the ones that make the doors as well, so if you just keep dumping doors all over the place, then...
And every so often you get a cutscene.
Humorous cutscene.
You've got to feel sorry for them.
Sometimes.
All they do is run away and get killed, and occasionally you possess them just to make sure you dig properly.
And then, when they're not digging fast enough, you slap them.
Yeah.
Right, there we
Puny
go.
Lord Boss thought he could coerce enough
Yeah,
allies
overall
to
total
defeat
evil
you.
rating.
But
No
speed of
specials
action is
found.
far greater.
No.
apprentice. Yeah, makes you well
Asmodeus
map.
has finally
Series of
defeated
territories to
Lord
work through.
Ronin and has installed himself as master of Woodsong.
And I think they're all special
Woodsong.
cases from now on, aren't they?
There's a lot of
The land of
quirky
Woodsong has been
mission
conquered
design
by-
here. Yeah, they've done quite a lot of
There is a
interesting things with the
keeper here
layout and the
whose
objectives.
Asmodeus
At the start, it just starts out where you just have your dungeon hearts and you have to dig through and find the.
It's a lot of tutorial type stuff.
Yeah.
It's learning how
His
each of the
dungeons
rooms
under
work,
siege by
learning what to do with
Sylvan
them all.
elves.
This adds the third
Who,
faction.
though not yet alerted of your presence, will be
Yeah,
most
so you've got the
displeased
Forces of
by
Light, and
any
also there's another
interference.
evil keeper somewhere as well.
Both
Yeah.
And of course,
stand to
evil
few
doesn't
of
generally
the
get along with evil. So
No,
we'll
no.
kill and enslave all them too.
Apparently they don't play well together.
Yeah.
It's probably worth mentioning, of course, the mobile version that was released.
Oh, do we
recently,
have to? I thought we'd get through the whole thing without mentioning that nightmare.
which manages to take everything about this, which is the fantasticness of being able to go make room.
Yeah.
And they go and make room, and
Yeah.
it does it really quickly and doesn't
Yeah.
take very long,
Off
and you
they
don't
go.
have to wait for ages, and that is why this is fantastic.
So they're
And
doing that, yeah. But then the mobile game, the recent reboot thing,
is completely not that.
it's all run by gems and
See,
cash shop.
this is a much more of a traditional start because I've got nothing.
Yeah.
What I can do is I can dig through there,
Yeah.
make this room. This room will give me,
That'll give you a rudimentary layer to begin with, and then some food. And
and that one can be the
a bit
food.
more freeform, yeah.
So they'll dig through to that. They'll dig through to that, and we've picked up some mistresses.
See, I'm wondering about, the more I think about that whole cash shop nightmare, it took you, it was all to do with timed tasks, wasn't it, in the cash shop based implementation for the mobile
Yeah.
game. So you'd click on a square like you do in here, and it would say, okay, it'll take me like a minute to build through here. And then it'd go away and do it. And if you couldn't wait for a minute, you could spend some cash shop gems to make it just happen instantaneously.
Yes, I
believe.
think you're being very optimistic with the minute.
Well, I can't remember what the timing was, but yeah, but some of the stuff you dig through would take 24 hours
Yeah.
to dig through one square, which sort of turns it into the keep tapping the screen, come back every day, tap the screen some more type cash shop type of thing. But I'm looking at this map and I'm wondering, were the 24-hour dig through squares, were they the solid rock from here, or did it have solid rock you could
it
never
had
dig
solid.
through as well?
It had solid rock as well.
Oh, right, okay. Well, that's just a travesty then, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, so I've got the portal now.
I can understand why you'd need certain sorts of rock to contain the player in the level. That's fine. You need to bound it all, and a lot of the level design in Dungeon Keeper and Dungeon Keeper 2 uses the solid undiggable rock as a way of sort of designing maps to provide secrets and cubby holes and interesting things to explore. But
Yeah, this doesn't. Well, the mobile didn't. 'cause-
Mobile 1 just had rock that was deliberately obtuse to dig through, in addition to the you can never dig through stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, nightmare. It was a real shame. I remember, I don't know if we would, I can't remember if we were podcasting at the time, but we certainly, I remember me and him were chatting about it, and it was just such a horrific, soulless destruction of a well-loved IP from
Yeah,
our past.
I mean,
It was
this game-
a literal ravaging of our past, you know?
This game works, it's still playable, and it's still just as fun as it was at the time. And you don't need to reinvent it. This game works as it is.
Yeah, I mean, I remember seeing some, not so long ago, a couple of years ago, 2-3 years ago, there was a sort of Dungeon Keeper alike appeared on Steam that another company, I can't even remember what it was called or who made it, but it was basically the same sort of game, but with a more modern update with the graphics. And
Oh, but it wasn't quite as Dungeon Keeper
Yeah,
as Dungeon
I
Keeper.
can't
The
remember much
sequel
about
to it is
Yeah.
also one of the original designers on
treasury
Dungeon
to
Keeper
store
has
gold.
is very far along making a new version.
Yeah, oh, that'd be good. A proper reboot, as it
Yeah.
were, or spiritual successor, which is what we call it when you're not allowed to use the IP anymore.
Yes, when EA are evil.
When EA have been evil. I'm thinking Evil Genius as well.
Yes.
A very fine game, which is essentially this, but set in the 60s, and you're an evil genius working in a hollowed-out volcano, building sort of 60s spy tech type buildings and similar sorts of minions and so on. And every so often, agents from the sort of, the MI6 equivalents will try and break in and steal your stuff and so on. So that's worth looking for as well. I'm not sure if that works on modern PCs. Probably does. So this is running just as is. It's not a Good Old Games back
No,
port
yeah,
or
no,
anything like that.
this
or
is Good Old
emulator.
Games. What
Ooh.
they've done is
Possession.
Possession.
There we go. God, they scamper around.
they
quickly.
do, don't they?
Right, I need this digging. I shall do it myself. There you go.
Oh, that's the wrong button.
Oh, you've unpossessed.
I can't remember what the
So I don't even know where you'd go to find this now. I suppose
Good Old Games
Good Old
sell it,
Games have
yeah.
got them, have they? Ah, brilliant. There you go then. Probably only a couple of quid. Blast from the past, and if all you've ever heard of is that it's a crappy mobile app that everyone hates, do try this instead. See what it should have been like, and what it perhaps still is. Dig! I think that swing time is limited by the imps level. So
Yes.
once they get a bit of training. I'm not sure if you can put the imps in the training room, or they just get better by doing stuff.
They
normally.
just get better by doing stuff.
Yeah.
Now, the big problem with all this is at this point you need 3 different hands that use the cursor keys, the space bar to do that.
Yeah, but it's compensated for by being incredibly powerful. You do that with a level 6 or 7 mistress, and there's literally nothing that can stand in your way to cut a path to the enemy's dungeon heart and kill them.
Yeah.
The possession, I think, is a bit overpowered, to be honest.
Oh,
it's a fantastically clever and interesting idea. You're playing this, isometric RTS type thing, and you can just click, and suddenly there it is, first-person shooter. And they didn't have to put that in. This base game that you're looking at right here would have been enough. But somebody decided, let's have it so that you can actually go inside your dungeon. So that's the extra attention to detail that
A fantastic feature.
that I sort of respect from the Bullfrog days. And this is very much probably one of the latter good Bullfrog games, I think, before they all fell apart and everything.
Yeah, it certainly is. And certainly better than anything Lionhead ever made, I think.
Well, you got Black and White, of course, which is the sort of... I never really understood what Black and White was trying to be. It was sort of a bit populous and a bit Dungeon Keeper, and it was so obsessed. I think that was the point where Molyneux sort of went off on one with his obsession with AI companions in the games, because you have this giant creature that you had to use. You had to sort of not directly control, but sort of try and goad into winning the game for you, and it was such a mess that it was very difficult.
Yes.
I remember perhaps the last island in Black and White was one where your creature gets nerfed with this massive plague from the enemy, making it almost absolutely useless and feeble, and then it was set up in such a way that you never had any influence over anywhere beyond the starter island, so you had to get the creature to go and do it all for you, and it was just so bad that I gave up. And then you'd see that again and again in his later works, things like Fable, the dog, and so on. Just the idea of, no, we want the player to have a pet, and it's like, I'm trying to play an RTS. What's this Tamagotchi thing you've given me? And why do I have to use it to get anything done?
Yeah, I think this certainly is the high point of his career. Everything before, I replayed a large amount of his games recently.
We were talking about Populous the other day.
Yeah.
I mean, you have played it recently.
Yeah, I've played Populous
And Powermonger.
Powermonger is impossible to play.
Yeah.
I need to look up how to play that, but even he admits that may not be one of his best games.
It was a brilliant idea, hampered by really old-fashioned tech and poor UI design.
But having played Populous recently, it's shown to me is it was a brilliant idea for a game, but there just wasn't enough there to build a large game on.
And I think in hindsight, it's much easier to see that the platform couldn't really support what he was trying to do there, which is essentially fully modifiable terrain in a massive 3D world, in the days of the Amiga. So...
And in this case, I think that everything works. It still looks good.
It's a good idea, well executed, self-contained. It doesn't, try to be anything vastly sort of life-affirming or anything like that. It's just fun and clever. I like it.
Yeah, and I think that it's definitely worth anyone checking out if you've never played it, because it does stand up. It is still playable.
You got chickens everywhere. They're escaping from your hatchery.
Oh, I'm sure they'll get eaten.
You could bash the chickens. Go on, slap a chicken. Mindless cruelty to chickens.
Can you possess a chicken?
Can you possess a chicken? I never tried. Yeah.
You can possess a chicken.
Wow, check that out. I love the gobbling, the pecking motion as you're moving.
I've got no control over the possessed chicken.
You can't control it. It has no abilities. Fantastic.
See, it's that level of detail.
Yeah, you just don't get that these days.
No, you don't. No game would dream of letting you possess a chicken just for the sake of it.
Brilliant.
So yeah, this is Dungeon Keeper 2. For reference, I will put some footage of Dungeon Keeper 1 up now, but as you can see, it's
not as good.
Spritey.
It's essentially the same game, but not as well developed. The tech's not quite as robust. So
Yeah,
it's one of those occasions where I'd say just go straight for the sequel.
Yeah.
Go straight for Dungeon Keeper 2.
And it turns up on Good Old Games as part of sales every so often for a couple of quid.
Not difficult to get hold of at all, no.
So it's definitely worth taking a look.
Yeah.
And avoid the mobile one.
Absolutely. So with that, we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.